Oh, crikey, mate. What have you eaten?
Just a bit of soup.
Oh, what were you thinking?
That I was hungry?
Duh. You always give me the wrong thing.
Well, if you want
Oh,
some
what if I
soup
can't sleep now?
and I have to work in the morning.
You have to work in the morning.
Why does IBS lead to anxiety? And why does anxiety lead to IBS symptoms? I will teach you why they are linked and why people should take you seriously. You're not making it up. I understand. G'day, I'm Cheney from Sydney. I worked as a registered nurse for 10 years and I also suffered from IBS for 7 long years. I don't have it anymore. You can look at my video about that story. I have spent many years studying IBS, digestive problems, and trying to work out what is behind all of this and understand the physiology. So I'm here today to explain a little bit more to you. And as a sufferer of anxiety myself, I thought it might be helpful for me to explain some of the things that I understand about the relationship between anxiety and IBS. If you have IBS, please click the subscribe button. There'll be more videos to come, which might really help you with your symptoms in the future. I post a video every Friday. I look forward to seeing you back here. Gastrointestinal troubles are a really common trigger for anxiety. Just to say here, it is completely normal for you to feel anxious about some of the symptoms that you might be having that affect your daily life, especially if you don't understand why you've got these symptoms or where they're coming from, or if it's from a food you eat, or if it's from a certain type of situation. If you can't work out what it is, then obviously you don't know how to stop it, and that itself is extremely anxiety inducing. Firstly, just a little bit about how your gut interacts with your brain. Your brain and your gut are in constant communication with each other. Your brain is constantly trying to get an overall image of how your body is going, placing together little pixels to create the overall image. For example, imagine you're sitting on a warm, comfortable sofa and you've just had a lovely meal and you're reading a book in front of a warm fireplace and your body's got a chance to rest and digest. Your brain collects all these bits of information, the couch sitting under your legs, the fact that your body is warm, that there is no danger in the area, and it constructs a whole picture of how your body is going. Then a loud crack happens outside and a branch falls down from a nearby gum tree and lands on your roof and falls through the ceiling. What happens then to your body and specifically to your digestive system? Thoughts like, where are my loved ones? Are they okay? I need to go and get them. Am I safe? Is the house about to catch on fire? Did the tree go through an electrical wire? Should I have washed my hair today? This state is called fight or flight, and it's the same for everyone and anyone, regardless of whether you've got digestive issues or not. Your brain says to your gut, I'm not interested in the digestion you have to do. Shut it down. We're going to deal with it later. Your gut says, copy that. Shut down all systems, and your brain sorts out the danger. Whether you need to run, whether you need to think quickly, whatever it is that you need to do, your brain is taking over now. This is an excellent way for your body to cope in an emergency situation. If the fright is really significant, you might even have your body say, evacuate all areas, which means you'll get a bout of diarrhea like a tap. You don't need to have IBS to have that happen. That is a surge of adrenaline that says, get everything out of here. We need as little weight as possible where we're going. However, for those people who have anxiety, sometimes this alarm button gets pressed all the time. You might get this reaction every time the phone rings, or every time you think about having to go to work tomorrow, or in the case of IBS, every time you get a symptom. You might feel that emergency response from a type of symptom. So for example, your tummy gets bloated or you get a certain pain, your body goes, oh my gosh, this feels exactly the same as when the tree fell on my house. Emergency, emergency, evacuate. People who have anxiety and IBS will often feel that the two of them are combined. So they might get an anxious thought or something happens to them in their life and they notice the patterns of their tummy changing. It can also work the other way around. You go to put your jeans on, they don't do up, you think I'm bloated again, or maybe you've got a certain pain in your belly. Your body goes, I remember this feeling. This is how I felt when the tree fell on my house. It's an emergency, it's an emergency. Press the alarm bells, evacuate, evacuate. And that's how you get diarrhea. Then there's the classic anxiety sentence of, what if? What if I'm going to feel like this for days or weeks? What if I can't go to work tomorrow? What if I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because I'm in too much pain? And the list goes on and on and on. For those of you who have anxiety, you're very, very familiar with the what ifs. Try to acknowledge those and notice them. That is one of the best ways of dealing with anxiety. So what happens next? Well, because you've pressed the alarm button subconsciously a number of times, even though it wasn't an emergency situation, your body starts to go, okay, is this another false alarm? Is this actually an emergency this time? I am tired. So what happens then? If your brain has been saying, emergency, emergency, to your gut time and time again, and your gut goes, right, going into action, and then realizes that this is the 17th time in the last hour, your gut will start to turn to the brain and say, I can't do this for very long. I'm going to shut down my systems. I am exhausted. And that's when you get sluggishness. You might get fatigue, you might get constipation, and that's when your body says, I'm not digesting right now, I'm too tired. Sometimes the mucus production that your bowel makes to move things through smoothly and in a lubricated way, sometimes that reduces as well during stressful periods. Or maybe you get extreme fatigue, where your body says, I can't digest while you're in this state of panic, I just need to lie down. For many of us in this day and age, we're living in a constant state of fight or flight. It can be really overwhelming to those of us who suffer with anxiety. Sometimes your brain is telling your gut that there's an emergency, but actually all you need is a tea break. Tune in for my next video. I upload a video every Friday, and I'll soon be uploading a video on how best to manage anxiety alongside of IBS. And I've got some really great tips that will help you with your symptoms. Thanks so much for watching. It's been great to connect with you again. Let me know what you thought of this video, and if you have any other questions, what are some videos that you would like to see on this channel? I look forward to connecting with you next time. Give me a thumbs up if this video was helpful for you. I post a video every Friday, so I look forward to seeing you then. I'm Cheney. See you next time.